very interesting, because I'm getting, and maybe it's just because the majority of my listeners are women, right? 85% of my listeners are female. So I'm going to refer to it more as the queen, but it doesn't have to be. It could totally be the other way around. So the feminine had a choice. They could have reacted out of ego, just like this person reacted out of ego. But they chose 10 of Cups energy. They chose 4 of Air energy. They chose a healing energy. They chose a frequency of compassion and love, but they did not allow themselves to be walked over. So there's that duality of being able to be loving and kind and compassionate while being firm and letting people know you will respect me. And if you don't, that's fine. You can go your way and I'll go mine. I don't have to sit here and talk shit to you for you to let you know that I'm not going to be taking this type of behavior. Let's look at this 10 of Air. So the 10 of Air represents individuation, self-actualization, liberation, altered perception, new paradigms, great mystery, paradox, and potential. Key phrases: a time of independence, say goodbye to the public persona, no longer bound by another's opinion, walk your own path. Humans are paradoxical by nature. See and know your potential. The self is whole. Time to grow up and leave home. The process of individuation leads to becoming oneself, to stepping away from the external forces that we believe define us, to becoming an independent being who recognizes and embraces their own uniqueness and individuality. It's about removing the mask we present to the public so that we are liked and respected and accepted, the face we wear so we fit in and belong. No longer are our public and private life very different. We present our face to the world, and if it's not liked, then so be it. If it makes us a black sheep in a flock of white sheep, then so be it. We would rather be honest and accepted by the few than to be what family or society expects. Individuation is being who we are meant to be, as opposed to being the person society tells us we should be. It is breaking free from caring about what people think of us because we love who we are and what we do with our life. We are free, liberated, because we are not bound by others' opinions of us or our actions, the constraints of society, or the impediments of our past. It is integrating conscious and unconscious, soul and shadow, the masculine and the feminine, and creating a whole where the self resides at the center. Whole as in W-H-O-L-E, by the way, not whole as in H-O-L-E. No longer does duality separate and divide. All is in harmony and working in unison. You are you, whole, complete, and ever evolving, and that evolution is not a linear process. It is a circumambulatory process of viewing the self and seeing it from multiple perspectives and accepting and integrating all of the facets and aspects into the whole. No aspect is ugly or beautiful, none good or bad, none better or worse. Each has its place and purpose as part of the beautiful whole. To individuate is to understand paradox and accept that you are one, you are human. To be a whole and complete human is to be paradoxical. To individuate is to see and know your potential and to step forward into the unknown and meet it. You are willing to step away from all that you were so that you may become all that you choose to be. In this process, your perception is altered forever. You are forever transformed. No more are you willing to embrace old paradigms that limit and restrict, that espouse a belief that says you should not or cannot. You move forward into the great mystery with confidence, knowing that even when life offers conflict and chaos, when we remain at the center, we have peace. When the 10 of Air appears in your reading, it represents a time in our life after we have chosen to step free of the mask and wear only one face in private and public. No longer do we hide our thoughts, beliefs, or feelings in order to be accepted, liked, or respected. We have turned our back on expectation, on convention, on mediocrity, on normalcy, to embrace and accept who we are and stand tall and proud. It is time to separate yourself from the herd and to walk your own path. Step through the doorway and begin a life where new paradigms replace the old, and you are free to be the best that you can be instead of the you society tells you that you must be. See, here's where I'm just going to say one last time. Only you know well, this is your story. Because I know everybody wants this to be their story. Everybody. That does not mean it is. It's okay to hope it is, but don't assure that it is. Unless you do a personal reading and this reflects that, then great. Because this queen has done the work. They don't wear a mask. They are who they are, both in private and in public. This is not somebody who pretends to be one person in public and in reality they're another one. And the king might have been doing that for a long time. They might have been like, well, we are all this person in public, but in private, this is who I am. And that might have been what she called out. Either way, now they are inspired. Now they are the ones who have been completely transformed. They are the ones looking at things from a very, very different perspective. So she's inspired them to become their own person because she is her own person. She is whole and complete within herself. She doesn't need another person. She doesn't need people's validation. She doesn't need people giving her any type of opinion, really, because her own suffices. Let's look at the 9 of Fire. So the 9 of Fire, keywords are attainment, fruition, inspiration, creation, ease, simplicity, detachments, and restrictions. Key phrases: move through life with confidence, a time of fruition and attainment. Knowledge and experience bring ease. Do not seek praise or affirmation. Give your best every time. Once you have finished, move on. Simplify your life. Remove obstructions and restrictions. The 9 of Fire symbolizes attainment and the ease that comes with knowing what to do with the knowledge and practical skills earned through study, hard work, and dedication. It symbolizes fruition and putting knowledge and learning into practice. It is about having found and putting to use mental and physical processes that work for you. The process used is executed with ease, and as a result, you create or fulfill your role with the same ease. This is an affirming card that symbolizes moving through life with confidence. The person it illustrates does what they do well and without seeking glory or validation. They do not seek praise or affirmation. They perform the task before them and do it well because they know and understand their craft. They do it to the best of their ability because they have pride in what they do, and when a task is complete, they do not weigh it down with expectation. They detach and move on to the next task because it too deserves all of their care and attention. This card also reminds us that ease is not necessarily about life being easy, but about discovering that we can make a choice to not make life complicated. By keeping it simple, you may move. By keeping it simple, you move through your day with ease. Obstacles no longer cause hours of fear and fretting. Instead, you simply work to overcome them. You learn, you grow in experience, and then move on to the next moment. When you are confident and have attained a certain level of knowledge and skill, you begin to move through life with more ease. You learn how to perform tasks in a manner that is less complicated for you. You begin to recognize what works for you and what does not. You attain a certain level of grounded and practical awareness that enables you to bring projects to fruition with the same amount of care, but less effort. So this is clearly where the Queen is at. But why is it followed by the 5 of Earth? Let's see. Let's look at the 5 of Earth. Because I know what it means, but I want you to follow with me. So let's read it. 5 of Earth. Hold on. My blanket was slipping. Okay. 5 of Earth. Keywords: easy options, easy money, connivance, deception, unnecessary risk, addiction, blame. Key phrases: avoid easy answers. Think twice about taking risks. Something is not as it seems. Be honest with yourself. You are accountable. Do you gamble with another's future? Consider the feelings of others. Look beyond selfish desires and blame. When the 5 of Earth card appears, awareness is of key importance. Something is not right. Someone is not as they seem. Someone lies and deceives, and that someone could be you. Could it be that you are lying to yourself and those around you? It might not be a deliberate deception, but it is a deception nonetheless. The Five of Earth can also symbolize the devil inside, who encourages you to take the easy way out, to look for options that lead to instant gratification, instead of putting in the hard work that yields enduring success. Is his voice in your head and heart inspiring you to risk everything for the chance of a quick buck or a momentary thrill? Think twice. If you choose to take a gamble now, you risk losing it all. This trickster is that beautiful con man, whose sweet words encourage you to believe your own lies and deceptions. He caters to your weaknesses and addictions, dealing out easy lies instead of hard truths. He tells you to blame others for all that is wrong, disappointments, heartache, past failures, and missed opportunities, instead of taking responsibility for your own choices and actions. Wherever the deception lays at this time, there may be some basis for your doubts and questions. Your inner voice is telling you to look closer and see beyond selfish desires and blames so you can perceive the truth. Be honest with yourself, or heartache and disappointment may well follow. So, there's multiple layers here. Because this was talking about not complicating your life, right? Making life easy for yourself by, being in tune with yourself, doing things well, but also having an air of detachment. It's a balance. And I feel like that's where the Queen is at. But with the Five of Pentacles, there's a couple of things that could mean. Either one, the King, remember when I said that since they wear a mask, they might have assumed that the Queen was wearing a mask. Also, it could mean the fact that they may have always thought like there's something off about this person. I'm sure that they're going to expose themselves at some point. They're going to reveal themselves. So that could be something that's going on here. Also, they might have said like, your life is way too easy. You must be doing things that are not good. Maybe you've got addictions, or maybe or they were looking to either project what they were doing, or this might be because of other experiences that they had. And so they were still they had that expectation. Now, third possibility is that this King coming back in may be trying to only heal so that they can reconnect with this person. So it's not really healing that's coming from, like, it's like, okay, let's understand this person because that's all they know, right? Maybe that's the only way that they think they can get love. Have compassion for them, but that doesn't mean you have to fall for it. It could be a risk to get involved with someone from the past when they've already put you through a lot of bullshit. Let's look at the Two of Water. Because, the Two of Water, always everybody loves that card, but when it's preceded by the Five of Earth, not so much. So the Two of Water represents intimacy, closeness, trust, commitment, reconciliation, equality, union, codependency, taking sides. Key phrases: going beyond intuition and attraction. Going beyond infatuation and attraction. Intimacy, sharing, giving, communication. Time to forgive and seek reconciliation. A meeting of minds and hearts. Put aside judgment and blame. Cherish all of your loves. Maintain independence and avoid codependence. Avoid taking sides. So, the Two of Water represents a relationship that has moved beyond infatuation and physical attraction to one that is built upon a foundation of deeper mutual love, respect, trust, or shared interests and values. It symbolizes a meeting of the mind and heart that is free of the desire to possess or control. This relationship is a unification of two hearts and minds, not with the purpose of becoming whole or to complete each other, but with the intent to share, to enrich, and to enhance each other's life. This is a time of giving, sharing, and communication. A relationship is founded on intimacy. To share your thoughts, feelings, goals, and fears with the one you love is to be intimate. To hold them, to listen, and show interest is to be intimate. To show affection by reaching out to stroke their cheek or hold their hand is to be intimate. The Two of Hearts ultimately symbolizes intimacy within a relationship. It also represents a time of forgiveness and reconciliation. If a rift has developed between lovers or friends, now is the time to let go of hurt and anger. Put aside judgment and blame. Do not allow arrogance, wounded pride, or ego to destroy a relationship. Where you can, take responsibility for your own actions and actions within the relationship. take responsibility for your own choices and actions within the relationship, and be mindful of how they have impacted